Hi, I'm June Jackson with Mindful Integration, and today I'm going to talk about how to become conscious and aware. I'm going to present some ideas today that are very basic and simple and might seem trivial, but when you look at it on a deeper level, you'll see the advantages of understanding these concepts that I got from the Joe Hari window. So let's start off first and talk about how we're not always completely conscious of what is going on with us in any given moment. We're going to be split up, and to keep it simple, we're going to split it up into four different categories. We're going to start with category number one, and this is when we're pretty unconscious. So, this is content that is unknown to yourself and unknown to others. So at any given moment, we're all going to have some content that fits into this category of it's just unconscious right now. It's hidden, it's repressed. We don't really know about it. It may or may not be contributing to difficulties in life. Most of the time, eventually, these repressed things about ourselves do start creating issues like anxiety and just pain of all sorts, suffering and pain, even physical pain can be caused by repressed content. So just consider that it's normal that all of us will have some content that is basically unconscious to ourselves, and even the people that we care about are unable to recognize or see it. Okay, then category number two is when this is as we start becoming conscious and we start trusting other people and we're listening to them, they're reflecting back to us what they are seeing in us. And then we get into this category of content that is unknown to me, but yet they can see it, right? So this is very common, as you know. I mean, you can obviously see that your friend or your partner or a parent or a child has these certain habits or tendencies or they might have a personality that comes in, like a part of them comes in and kind of default takes over, and everybody can see it, but they don't even really realize it's happening. So that is content that would fall into this category of being unknown to self, but known to others. And then as we begin to trust this process of becoming conscious and aware, we can listen to the people that care about us and let them reflect back to us what they are seeing. And then gradually, we will begin to know this about ourselves, and they're going to know it, and we're going to know it. So that's where we're trying to get into this final category. I'm going to skip one for a minute. The final category that we're trying to get to is where the content is known to myself and to others. All right. So I skipped forward. Let me go back. There's another category of content which is known to myself, but it's unknown to others because I'm hiding that. So we might know something about ourselves, but we're not sharing it. We're not sharing it. We're trying to keep it from others. We don't want to express this. We don't want to be found out. So, again, as we strengthen our relationships, as we learn how to trust ourselves and trust the people that we care about, the people that we can trust, we're going to start hearing them more, and we're going to start sharing more with them about who we truly are. And that's how we get into this category of being very aware and very conscious of who we are and being able to share that with each other. So, what am I talking about when I say content? What I'm talking about is mental content, in other words, thoughts that I might be having thoughts that uh, I'm conscious of, but I'm unwilling to share with others, or I might be having thoughts and those thoughts are guiding my behavior. And even though I might not be aware of it, the people that I care about and the other people in my life, they may be able to see. They can assume, they can almost tell that I'm having these thoughts even before I do. So thoughts are number one. These belief systems that we have. Belief systems are a way that we can cope with the world. This is a crazy world sometimes, and we develop belief systems, some conscious, some unconscious, to help us cope, right? So, having a belief system, especially if we were indoctrinated into this belief system at a very young age, we might be operating from a very strongly from a belief system and not even realize it. So again, this is a case where maybe someone that we really care about can tell that we are operating from a certain belief system that we have just held for so long that we're not even aware of it. And so that can help us to become aware and realize, oh, I'm making conscious decisions. My behavior is reflecting this belief system that I have, and it's really affecting my life. So that's great. We're not going to talk today about what to do when we realize we have a belief system and it's causing confusion in our lives. I'll go into that in a future video, but for now, we want to talk about what do I mean when I say content, unconscious content, conscious content. So we have beliefs, we have these belief systems, we have mental thoughts, and we have emotions. We have emotions that are happening all the time, and some of these emotions we're very conscious of, and some of these emotions we are completely unconscious of. And again, someone that cares about you can possibly see that you're experiencing strong emotions before you even realize you are. And also, let's say that you're experiencing very strong emotions, but you're not really willing to express them or share them. So that falls into the category that we talked about before, where I know about it, but you don't know about it because perhaps I don't trust enough. Maybe I'm not capable of trusting enough. And everybody isn't to be trusted either. But if you find yourself in a position where you do have the capacity to trust, and you do have people that are close to you and they are trustworthy. They have proven that they can be trusted, and yet you're still not sharing. You still have content in this area where you're keeping it to yourself, you're not sharing it. This is going to affect your relationships in the long term. I mean, why do we want to be more aware and more conscious of what's going on with us? Well, to enhance our relationships. What else are we here for, right? Than to love one another, to experience connection with one another, to reach out and connect and hear each other, see each other, and experience each other. Okay, so another thing that we can be unconscious of is how we have parts of ourselves that are playing roles in our lives. Um, and other people can see it when we can't. Sometimes we become conscious of these things. Some of these parts of us are not expressing. They're running underneath the surface. And as we become more and more aware of what's going on with us unconsciously, we begin to see, oh, yeah, there's a part of me that is really influencing me pretty regularly. However, I'm not expressing it. It's hidden. It's hidden from everybody else. And maybe we might, for some reason, decide it's better to just, yeah, I'm not going to share this. Maybe I'm not proud of this. There might be shame, there might be guilt. And so, again, I really urge you to understand if can you trust yourself about who you can share with? And do you have people that are close to you that can be trusted? And if so, you can begin to gradually share with these people that you care about and say, well, for example, in this case, there's a part of me that I don't express it. It's a part of me that I keep it to myself. But it is affecting me and it's affecting my life. And I want to share that with you. I want to share that with you so that because why are we doing this? Again, we're doing this to foster connection with one another. And when we are being authentic and admitting our humanness and bringing some of this unconscious content into light and into the daylight and being willing to share it not only does it enhance our personal life and how we feel deep within, but it affects everything around us. So that's just a basic overview of how I see the process of becoming aware and becoming more conscious. And I would urge you to just take a few moments today or this week and share something with someone that you can trust. Share something that you've been aware of, but you've been hiding it from everyone. Or take a moment to hear what someone might be saying about you. If someone might be reflecting back to you something that they see and they can tell you're not seeing it about yourself, take a moment to stop and honor that and thank them. And even, develop some curiosity. Curiosity is great, and curiosity goes a long way when it comes to awareness and opening up and bringing the unconscious into consciousness. Uh, if we can just remain curious about ourselves, curious about each other, uh, it's going to go a long way. So let me give you this visual to look at. So notice how we're moving everything to the upper left-hand quadrant where we want to be having our content, our thoughts, our beliefs, our emotions. We want all of our content to start coming up to where we know about it and we're able to share it with the people that we care about. So each of the other quadrants, we're trying to move it into that area. And as we talked about, so if it's unknown to self but known to others, we want to listen to them. We want to hear what they're sharing with us. And if it's known to self but unknown to others, well, we want to start sharing with the people that we care about. And then, of course, the unconscious content is just going to be arising. Um, this would be a case where you don't know about it, and the people that you care about don't know about it either. It's still unknown to everybody. So I hope you like that. And yes, please, if you liked this content and you would like to see more, I'll be doing regular videos. Please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and leave comments below. Thanks.